Good morning, Astrolifers. I hope everyone had a good weekend, as many of you that could be possible, obviously. Most of you obviously had been warned about the stars, so I told you to be careful that it might be a little bit full on because of the aspects that we had with Uranus that was with the sun opposite the moon, and it was a full moon. So yes, a lot of things. So today it's going to be quite a serious video, a little bit more serious than what I usually do, but we have to talk about it. And I want to explain a few things that have been on my mind for a while, and things that I'm seeing around, or things that I'm hearing as well, or things that I've been hearing on Facebook. So today I'm going to give you a little bit of my point of view of what I think, what's going on around in the world and with the stars, and what we should be doing about it. So I'm going to start with the stars of the week, and then I will go towards that, talking a little bit about what's going on and my point of view on certain things. So today, at least it's a more positive day, and today on the 22nd and the 23rd, at least we've got some positive aspects. It is still linked with Uranus. It can still bounce back from the full moon. You might have some news, and that's the thing with Uranus. We can't really say if it's going to be good news or not. The opposition is not the same, so that's why I'm thinking it could be excellent news, or at least finding the solution of things that have maybe popped up during the full moon. At least you must be feeling a lot better today and thinking, wow, okay, yeah, that's much better. The big wave is gone past, and I'm starting to feel, that it's a little bit lighter. A little bit because obviously we still have some aspects that are linked with Uranus, and again, it can go either way. That's the only planet we cannot predict. We just know that some things are going to pop up, that it is discoveries, secrets that you can discover. It can be news coming up. It can be some good surprises, some, awesome things coming up. I still maintain that if you want to start something, launch something, unless you've signed it before, if you've asked, if you signed it before. Today I am talking about participating with Paula Brand in the exposition, the business exposition, but I did that a long time ago. All these things I've decided and signed and all that much prior, before Jupiter was in retrograde. So if you've done things like that, that's fine. Or keep on going with what you've already started. Even if you are going to be exposing whatever business you have and talking about it, you've already started it. It is part of what you are doing. Keep on working. The world is not going to stop, and you need to keep on making money. So I just want to be clear about that. It's just new things, like launching something that you want be your future, or taking you somewhere in the future, and expanding your business and having a big impact. If you want to do that, wait for August and September, the 15th. Jupiter goes forwards on the 11th of August, but you don't want to be doing it, straight up in the first few days. It always takes a while. Again, a planet is a big thing. It's not a small thing like us or a car. It's a huge mass. It needs few days. It's a bit like a diesel. It needs time to be full speed, so wait a little bit. So that's why I said to my clients, do not start until the 15th, and after that we'll have some good aspects until October, then after again during the end of the year. If you want to have all this prediction in advance and knowing all these things, obviously I give them in readings in advance. Any time of the year I can project you into the year ahead and giving you all that. It's worth every penny of it, because obviously you will be making a lot more money. A lot of people ask me about money and business and being successful. Have a reading. I cannot say it's more than enough. That's the way to go. If you want to multiply your money and be successful, just do that, because it will change your life. It just will completely change your life. You will be in sync with the universe, and it will make everything much easier for you. So anyway, to go back to the aspects, for the moment, keep on going with what you've started, and unless, and you can still, if it's small things, if you are going to be buying some, things to improve your life and stuff like that, that's fine. We are not in Mercury retrograde. It's Jupiter. It's different. Jupiter, it's about expansion. It's not about functioning every day. So keep on doing that. Look after your health. it's all linked with well-being this year, as I said again, with the pig. It's linked about that. It's linked about expanding from the inside, because Jupiter is retrograde, so it's not going towards the rest of the world, but going from inside. Do a reading, do some research, do some studies, expand the self, improve your health, improve all these kind of things. That is really, really good. So this week we do have that positive aspect today and tomorrow. Again, much more well aspected, finding solutions. We also have a good aspect on the 29th, so that's going to be fine as well. We will end up the end of the month in a better note. That's what we've had so far, but obviously it did affect a lot of us, what has been going on, and I'm going to be now talking about that. So be reassured this week, at least as far as you are concerned, and definitely obviously when you are warned, you know that you have to be careful, avoid fights or heavy conversation, and hopefully all you guys were able to kind of avoid all that. It's not easy, especially when the aspects were like we just had. Even if you are warned, sometimes it's really, really hard. Me with my kids, I really do it. I'm like, okay, the stars are going to be bad. We are not to argue. We are not going to talk about subjects that are not going to be nice and kind. We tap into love, we go into whatever is positive, and we say, okay, let's go to what we enjoy doing. So that's just what we did. We went to see animals, we went to talk about nature, we went and did walks, we recharged as much as we could with the positive energy of Mother Earth, and whatever belongs to that. And we saw a lot of things about the world, about nature, and we recharge our batteries on knowing what we had to do to improve ourselves and what we needed to do to have a better relationship. But we never went to the arguing, and even obviously everyone as well around me was kind of being a bit fiery and stuff like that, but because we know about it, we just avoid and we just protect ourselves like that. I know a lot of you have had problems. I know there's been some dead people. I know there's been some fights. I know there's been a lot of pressure, because obviously I get the messages and the phone calls and texts and all that. So I know that a lot of you have been suffering, but that big wave is gone. Today or tomorrow there might be, again, as I was saying, some things bouncing back on that, and try to solve the problems as gentle as you can. Tap into love. Love is the answer. That full moon was in Libra, which is all about relationship and being kind with each other. So that's where you find your answer, because obviously, as you have understood, there is the good and the bad. There's a big fight for the moment between the good and the bad, and what is going to be the answer and where we are going to go towards to. So I'm going to try to stay very practical here. Obviously, I am extremely spiritual. I do astro travel. I am psychic. Many of you know it. I mean, things that I do not control, and that for many of us has been booming, because we did have Jupiter in Scorpio last year, and we do have it this year in Sagittarius. So obviously we are going through another level, and that was also the 1111, the gate, the spiritual gate, and we are going up consciously, yeah, you know what I mean, as far as the frequency are concerned, and we are going up. Sorry about my accent and pronunciation, but yeah, we are going higher, and me, obviously I've got signs more and more that they are my clients or not. Sometimes I've had things where I had to say things to people because the spirits wouldn't leave me alone. I had to say it even though they weren't my clients. So you know who you are if you're watching the video. But yes, so we are becoming more and more aware of what's going on. We are feeling more and more the energies. The plan is that it is going towards that way. But yes, obviously we are being tested. So let's talk about these bombings and all the bombs and all the shootings and all the things that have been happening. It's not a nice subject to talk about, but let's address it because I think it is really important as part of the world that we understand what is going on. We do have that biggest planet, Jupiter, that is going retrograde. And yes, it is the planet of luck. And yes, of course, that's going to not bring really positive stuff at all, okay? Let's remember that it is the planet of luck. It is the planet of positivity. It is the planet of expansion. That's what Jupiter is. It is retrograde. So on the top of that, if we are going to have some negative aspects like we just did, obviously that's going to boom, that's going to explode. So that actually explains exactly what we've just been going through. And we've had some bombings. Obviously there is the shadow. The shadow already started. I already knew that April was going to be quite negative in that sense. We've had 76 incidents around the world. I do follow that, obviously, because it is part of my job to check what's going on and how many and how affected we are. So I do follow all that up. There's been 76 incidents since April, which is one of the highest month having all these problems with shootings, bombings that include all these kind of things. So the shadow of Jupiter had already started, even though obviously I always talk about the shadow. I always said, okay, it starts at that date, but before we are going to be influenced, and that's why it started. Now, I've had a lot of people talking about that, and I'm just going to give my point of view. Now, I am not here to judge. Actually, I'm not allowed to with my job, with what I do. I work here to help humankind and people as much as I can, and I'm not allowed to have even though I do have my own opinions, I am not there to influence in any kind of ways. But I'm just going to talk about my point of view, what I think about it. I've seen a lot of people talking about, conspiracy, talking about God and things like that in a negative way, saying that it was good if, Notre Dame was burned, that it was, big signs and stuff like that. I do not agree with that. Anything that has been done under Jupiter retrograde for me is not positive. It's not going to have a positive outcome. It is a wake-up call. I completely agree with that, but I definitely not think that it is a positive. Obviously, as you know, I am French, so it did affect me as well. You have to remember that for us, we say that Paris is the Eiffel Tower and that France is Notre Dame. So obviously it did touch the French people into their heart. I know also there's all these things about money that has been, given to restore it. Obviously, it's a little bit like if you had in Australia, emblematic, the Opera House and things like that. There are things that have touched people, and that's why, suddenly they reacted and needs to rebuild it. It's not just so much what it is in that sense, even though obviously there was many good aspects in it, and with the art and the history, but it's also what it represents, so that you have to understand why it was so important for them, knowing that it will be restored, especially French people. They have accepted so many people from overseas. They've opened their doors so much that now they're actually having a problem, and they're in danger because they've opened their doors so much. They've been bombed, they've suffered so much already. I'm not saying they are the only ones, and the English also have opened the doors. Many countries have opened the doors, but obviously now they are trying to find the right balance with that, and trying to avoid any kind of terrorism and anything like that, because they are suffering from it, obviously. So that would have touched them even more, after all the bombings they've had lately. That would have obviously affected them even more. So that is one thing. There's a lot of people saying, in Ayurvedic astrology, that there is, Saturn with Ketu and stuff like that. I do not follow Ayurvedic astrology. I don't like the timing of it, so otherwise I would. I've got some masters and I have followed it and learned it as well. I don't find the timing right, so that's why I do Chinese astrology and Western astrology together, because with numerology, because that clicks, and for me each time it is clicking on the right time. You have to remember, I've done now more than 45 years of studies of astrology. I started extremely young, obviously, so I've always looked at the timing when things are happening, and for me it is a mix of Western numerology and Chinese astrology that clicks, and that is right timing. So which I always see, which we've seen last week. It's extremely precise, and we do have the results when there are these conjunctions or oppositions, I should say, in the stars. So again, yes, there are some changes, and yes, we are with Saturn in the aspect with Capricorn, obviously in its own sign. Yes, we are going to be changing, and there's a lot of things that are going to be going to be different in the system, in the traditions, in the structure. Saturn, after all, rules the bones, the skeleton. So in the structure of the systems of banking, the laws and all that, yes, there are going to be some transformation. But whatever has been destroyed during, again, Jupiter, I do not agree that there is a positive coming out of it. It is the biggest planet. It is the biggest energy that we have in this system. Again, I do astro travel, so for the people that say, yeah, but see the big picture, I do. I get out, if I even, controlled or not controlled anyway. I do get out, so I do see the picture from above, but I'm just saying what has been destroyed and what has been done at that time is still in a negative energy. I've seen that for so many times when we have Jupiter retrograde, nothing positive has come out of it. I'm not saying that when it will be moving forwards in August and September, that whatever is going to be built and done at that time is not going to try to restore what has been done. I don't see anything positive coming out of that, neither in Sri Lanka, neither in all that anyway. And talking about God, I do believe in God. Let's talk about that subject as well. While we are at it, I might as well. I do astrology, obviously, and I do highly believe in God, and it can be any kind of God. Names, it can be Buddha, it can be Krishna, it can be, I do believe in God, in the light, or some people I know believe in the universe. It doesn't matter. I do believe in the good. I've got my kids that have been baptized. They wanted to, and we obviously do go to church as well, and that is fine. And my point of view is, well, that God created, if you do believe in God, or the lights, it doesn't matter again. I respect any point of view, or the universe, it doesn't matter what your beliefs are. But again, I do not believe that God wanted to have some wars, that wanted to destroy people, to kill others. I do not believe in that. For me, the light is the good. The good is to protect people, is to protect the planet, and it's to be a positive income. Also, I believe that God created the stars, and that's how we did find Jesus, by following a star. So that is the beginning of Christianism and Catholicism, and some others, that we did find Jesus by following the stars. So I strongly believe that the stars have been there to be created as a map that we do follow, that we do read as a map, that is going to actually give you the signs and help you. This is how I see God and the relationship with astrology. Again, when we are lost in the middle of the sea, we do follow the stars. This is our guides, and that's how I see astrology, being a tool to be able to help us and guide us to make things better and easier, and to be going higher into the light karmically, or the way you believe in your evolution, that it is on this earth, or that you believe in multiple lives. Again, we still are here to become a better version of ourselves, and to learn and to go higher as much as we can. So yes, so I don't believe that was necessary in that sense. I'm not saying that we don't need changes. I'm not saying that obviously there are not things that are not working out, and that we don't need to wake up. Obviously, there definitely was a wake-up call on the way we should be looking after things, why that Notre Dame was actually burned, where and how that fire started. I think that's a good question to ask. And definitely about all this bombing and all these things happening. I say again, 76 in the month of April, that's a huge numbers. And if you look at the numbers of how many people are dead, they just didn't need to die, that is for sure. That is definitely a negative impact on all the ways, and there's nothing good for me that is going to come out of there, unless that we are seeing the situation and that we are going to do as much as we can to prevent it. A lot of people are saying, yes, Notre Dame was the feminine side, and you know, they're waiting for the masculine side to be blowing as well. Yeah, that could be you know, in Rio, the cross or whatever. I mean, look, let's come back here, and let's say that all that is not necessary. Me, I'm here to protect humankind, and that's what I really want to do, and all that we really don't need. We do have some problems that we need to assess, and those problems for me are different. I do not have, I try to avoid having political point of views, obviously, because again, I'm not, you know, in the way of judging. I'm not saying that I'm not having some point of view. Obviously, you know, when things happen in the system and suddenly they vote for a law saying, okay, we're going to take 40%, you know, when people die, you know, from your goods, you know, as far as houses are concerned and stuff like that. I'm not saying I'm not affected by it, and obviously I do not agree. I mean, you know, we pay taxes and stuff like that, so obviously I don't really agree in this fact that we are going to be, you know, having maybe 40% taken away when we do die, that we cannot give to our kids when we've been working, you know, for a lifetime. And I'm not saying I don't have this kind of point of view, but I try to stay out of, you know, the right, the left, in the middle and all that. If I do vote, and I do, obviously, like everyone else, I will go green. Why do I go green? Because we do have a serious problem, and this one is definitely the reality. It's very, very concrete, is that by 2050, we are going to have some real problems, and the problems, I'm going to be talking about them again. It's not a very happy video, but that's something I want to speak about because it is close to my heart, and we can still do things about it. Obviously, it's not going to happen the way we are thinking. Retirement, a lot of people are thinking, okay, yes, you know, I'm going to be a nice, safe grandmother, giving my kids all that and stuff like that, or my grandchildren. We do have a problem, and that problem obviously is about the planet and the way we are destroying it. Here's a real problem that we are not going to be able to resolve if we do not wake up, and wake up very, very quickly. It's just a matter of numbers. Me, I've done my numbers, obviously, so I've seen 2050, which when I do talk with people, I do have some clients that are actually working in meteorology offices on a high level around the world, and we do speak about that with their prediction, what they are seeing. It's pretty close, that it is 2048 or not, the way we are destroying the planet. And obviously we will have an issue. I mean, our children or our grandchildren are going to be asking questions to us. We are not going to be the kind, nice people. They're going to be very angry at us, and they will be allowed to. They're going to say, why didn't you react before? Why didn't you do something about it? Why didn't you protect us from what it is now? Because the way it is getting destroyed, the rate it is getting destroyed, I've worked a lot these last few days looking at that, because obviously there is a reason also why I do astrology and why I try for everyone to be happy and to generate, if you've had a reading with me, you know about it, that I give all the monthly updates for free when you are a client, or here, you know, the way that I help you guys is well for free. I do all that because I strongly believe that positivity and happiness ripples like a stone thrown in a lake. If you are positive, if your life is happy, if you are doing the right things for the environment and all that, you know, it is going to ripple, you know, it's going to be a positive effect, and then we can save this planet and leave something behind that is more positive. So this is where I'm going to go now towards that. A lot of people ask me, okay, what can we do about it? Like in the concrete, what can we do about it? Excuse me. So obviously I teach a lot when I do my retreats, and I do help a lot to be, how can I say, to have the right attitude towards Earth, and how to feel in sync, and how to be with the stars, but also knowing what to do and what to eat, or how to heal. I'm just going to give today a little bit of practical aspects and the way you can change your life, and also what I've been doing on my side and how we have changed our lives, especially since the last 5 years. I've been vegan, vegetarian, sometimes pescatarian since 5 years. All my cholesterol is gone, by the way. Even my doctor was surprised. He said, what have you done? You know, all the cholesterol went away. So do not worry. You're not going to be unhealthy if you do not eat meat. I wish it had me lose weight, so you're not going to become, you know, completely vanished. There's a lot of other ways to have proteins, that it is with the beans, that it is with false meats now, that they are creating some that are really, really awesome. By the way, I do in children's retreats, I do a lot of cooking with the kids. I teach them to cook and how to enjoy food that is got no meat. I'm saying that because that also helps the planet, because that is the real problem. That is the big picture. The big picture is that we need to now protect that planet. Yes, there is this bombing, there is this negativity. We need to stay positive, and we need to look after that planet. So there is still a planet to protect, and I want us to stay positive in the way we need to do the changes. It is Jupiter retrograde. It is a time to enhance the well-being. It is a time to improve the self. So we're going to go there instead of thinking too much about the negativity. The negativity are those groups of people that are doing the negativity. That's their choice. They want to do bombs, they want to do things, they will have a karma, and that's the way it goes. And believe me, once you are dead, you are not off the hook. The people that are psychic know that once you are dead, you still have to become a better person if you've done a lot of bad stuff onto this earth. So if you do not believe in it, you do not believe in it. But if you do believe in karma, I'm telling you, after that, I will still be accountable and responsible for what I've done. So me, I'm going to tap into the positive. What can we do to make this world a better world, a more positive world? And I'm going to talk about that. It is, after all, as I was saying, Jupiter inside, making us a better person, making us a better, all around us, you know, improving what we can improve, and that starts from the beginning, from us, from home, and what can we do. So there's a lot of things that we can do. It's obviously using less chemical products when you are cleaning your home. I do not use any chemicals at home. I clean only with bicarbonate, things that needs to be, or white vinegar. I do pasta with it. I use oils that are going to be, you know, giving smells and stuff like that, that are also going to be healing us. I do actually do use doTERRA oils. I know there's heaps of different oils, Young Living and all these kind of things. I do like doTERRA because they are very active, and I believe that that is the key to go quicker and faster, so to get rid of all the chemicals. They've got a big panel of products as well. A lot of people are going to tell me, yes, but hang on, all these chemical-free products are going to cost you a fortune. It's not true, by the way. I've done it for the last 5 years. I've done a lot of savings because obviously white vinegar, bicarbonate or oils, you only use a few drops, are going to be completely enough. I've got 2 cats, 2 dogs and guinea pigs in my house, and all the customers or people that come to my house, it is clean. So, and I don't use any chemicals. Talking about that, I went to Australia Zoo. I was in a motel that was washed with Javel bleach, and we couldn't sleep because it was so pressing. When you are not used to the chemicals anymore, you can feel them. We couldn't breathe. We had to shut the bathroom door, and we had to open all the windows because it was smelling so much we couldn't even breathe. We were kind of like having asthma. So this is how much it affects us. So get rid of all the chemicals that you can in your home, and believe me, there's some amazing products. So again, you can buy them with doTERRA. By the way, I am a doTERRA representative. I do not do it as a business, but you can contact me, and the people that I'm working with, they will look after you, so there's no problems, and there are amazing products there. So I do order with them because I'm really happy. I heal my kids with that, from tea tree oils, from pains, heaps of things. I do use crystals as well, but I also use a lot of oils. That's the only way I heal my kids, by the way. It's only natural. Yes, also a lot of other things that you can do at home. So what can you do at home? Actually, I'm going to put my glasses because I've done a big list of a few things that are very practical, very easy to do, and that you can do very easily. It's not hard at all to swap. I've done it. I can promise you it's easily done. Now, the first thing, obviously, is all these products, plastic bags. So use some reusable plastic bags. It's very easy to find now. You can go to Flannery's, or you can go online. Obviously, use some straws that are going to be in metal or in wood, in bamboos, instead of having water bottles. Water bottle is a big thing. Actually, it's the number one that is found in our oceans. It's water bottles. The second is cigarette butts. So in Australia, there's less smokers, so thank God for that. The third one is cotton buds. So not only cotton buds are really bad for your ears, because you're actually pushing things down instead of taking them out, like with the candles or things like that. But they also are the third thing in the water. Obviously, packets of chips and plastic bags are number 4. The fifth one, surprising enough, is the pads and tampons. They actually expand the tampons, obviously, that's what they are for, so they keep on doing that even in the sea. And you need to know, ladies, that they are very, very bad for you, okay? They can go to the effect of not only giving you cancer, but also making you very infertile. So for a lot of people now that are struggling to be pregnant, get that straight up into the bin. There's up to 90% of plastic in them, so you need to know that. There's also some very dangerous products in them as well. There's dioxin and things like that, so that can be a real problem. there's heaps of new things that you can buy. Yeah? Even in Coles, you know that in Coles and Woolies, you can find a lot of products that are also organic. The same with washing powders or even dishwashing powders. You can buy them from there. There's some that have less problems, because a lot of people tell me, yes, but it's going to be more expensive. It's not true. The products are very concentrated, so you don't need that. And again, doTERRA, especially lately, they've been doing also a lot of promotion. There's up to 20% and things like that, so it's a good time, by the way, to sign up if you wanted to. Again, that's not my purpose, so I'm just there to make this planet better, but it is part of the plan. And I don't care if that's doTERRA, if that's another oil, Young Living or whatever, excuse me, as long as you are using, chemicals-free products. That's the goal, and that's where I want to go to. Now, as far as pads and tampons and stuff like that, you can go to NatraCare. I've got nothing to do with them, so I'm not promoting again. But this one is completely made of cotton. At least it won't be leaving some chemicals into the sea, and it will not also affect your bodies or your daughter's bodies, because that's what you want to do, is protect them. More and more people now have problems falling pregnant. There is a reason for that. It's all these chemicals that are straight up touching also their private parts and being affecting that. There's some other things, obviously now there's all these underwears, I think underwears absorbing and stuff like that. As I was saying, the rubbish bins, you can obviously make sure that you are separating. I know that the Greens are working on that for the moment in the waste, because obviously we still have a problem, a huge massive waste with Australia, knowing what to do with them, but definitely to help by separating them is definitely the way to go. Use more rainwater, go solar, because the rainwater is still the cleanest. You can imagine all the plastic now, wherever you take the water, even in the sea, it's got plastic particles, so it is not good water. For the moment, the purest is probably the rainwater. Try to drink that. Invest in a tank, invest in a rain tank. Remember, our grandchildren are going to be asking for accounts. They are going to tell us, they are going to do that. They are going to say, even our kids, they might do that, because I don't know if you have kids or teenagers, they're already starting to say, hey, how come you did do that? And how come you're not stopping if you know that it is so negative? You can hear all those voices, all these young people on Facebook becoming, the new Nobel Prize and all that. There is this young generation starting to pop up and say, hey, what are you doing? You can imagine by the time it is our grandchildren, what they are going to be telling to us. They're not going to see us as the warm, nice, safe grandmother cooking biscuits for them. That's not the picture they're going to have. So when you think, money is going to be just the key and just the answer, remember that oxygen and the sea, the water, is going to be our priority by then, okay? Because the oxygen, even if we were replanting trees every day, today, the way we have been destroying them and the rate we are destroying them, we cannot compete. So there is going to be a problem by 2050, okay? That is the real problem that we have. We have to acknowledge it. We have to be objective. That is the word, okay? That's just a reality. If you can see what they're all saying, all the scientifics, they're all talking about that, and doing a documentary about that. They're not doing that for fun. They're actually trying to wake us up, even though people are trying to dilute it and not to be that objective. That is the real truth, okay? I always said I will tell you the truth. Well, that is it, and that's not a very long time until we reach those years. There's only 30 years coming up, so that's where we stand. So nature is extensible to a certain amount of limit. When the rupture of the balance will be broken, then we will be going to the negative. We won't be, even the reef, they've already been having problems, having the water level rise and stuff like that, but the problem is this time it's going to be much huger than what we've had as far as that is concerned. So plus the chemicals that they didn't have before, so that is going to be another issue. So that's why it's going to be so complicated to restore. So eat less meat. A lot of people said, okay, I'm used to meat and it's going to be very hard. Yes, it is. It's not easy. Not that easy. You have to say, okay, I'm going to try. It's not that expensive at all. I am vegan at home. We only use false meat. I do not cook. Now, I'm not saying you have to stop everything. I don't even do it for my kids. My kids, because in that case, it will be trying to do something and impose something to someone. I don't want to do that. So I said to my kids, the only thing is that I'm not cooking meat at home. I'm not going to stop them when we are out friends, or if we do go to the restaurants having their ribs. If they want to have that big pack of ribs and say, look, you know, we haven't had meat for a while and stuff like that, it is their choice. At the end of the day, they know about the planet, they know what it does, the fact that we have all this carbon and that we have all these animals, so they know about it, and after that it is their choice. Okay, so they are free to do whatever they want. I do not do it at home. I cannot stand the smell anymore, neither in my fridge, neither when I am cooking. But at the end of the day, they are free. They are free spirits. They will make their choices. It is their planet. It is their years into the future. So I've told them about it. I say, look, this is the impact. This is it. We do not bother at home. Actually, that being said, they eat less and less because they're not even attracted to it anymore. Because as a, you know, when meat eater, when you stop, you are not thirsty for the blood anymore. Not the same way. So obviously they go down by themselves. And very easy to compensate. Now there's heaps of meats that are look like mince, very cheap. Sometimes what I do is I refill my fridge when they are promotion. 30-40%. I fill the freezer up. I've got all these mince, I've got all these pieces of chicken and things that look like, there's even loaves. There's a lot of things now that I created. If you can go raw vegan, obviously it's the best, because and organic, that's where you'll have less chemicals, and that's where you'll be more in conjunction with the human body, the way it was made, and nomads walking and spending their times and doing a lot of walking. Walking is the base. That's what I've started as well with my coach Christian, which I'm doing now, because obviously I was not walking a lot behind my computer doing all this astrology. That's why I'm going down as well, only taking few clients a week, so I've got that time for myself and for my health. So yeah, it's all about walking and trying to eat healthy. You can do all these recipes. Honestly, at children's retreat, they don't even see when I do a mince or a shepherd or lasagnas or things like that. They don't even realize that or spaghetti bolognese. They don't even realize it's not meat. It's only when I tell them, oh, by the way, the mince you just had is not meat, they're like, wow, okay, it tasted the same, even though it tasted amazing, because it's all about knowing how to cook. That you can come at retreat. I do teach, well, not me, I've got amazing chefs that do that. I've got an amazing retreat coming up in Bali. Elsa is absolutely amazing. She does things out of this world, reproduction of sushis and all the dishes that you love, and everything is vegan, so you won't even realize it. Plus, in the same time, obviously we teach you how to heal yourself, how to juice, and what to take, and what can be positive, and also again talking about all the products that you can use in life or not, and what is going to be making an impact and changing. So yes, eat less meat and find a compensation and do all those recipes that are amazing. You will discover taste, or even cookies and stuff like that. You can do everything vegan now. Yeah, there's no need to have meat at all. Obviously, go into cars that are going to be electric. My next car is going to be an electric one. There is no way I'm going to buy a second one that is using petrol. And as I was saying, go and use as much rainwater as you can, and grow your veggies and do all these things that are going to be healthy, because we can make a difference. Obviously, it needs to start now, and it's extremely important that we do wake up, because that is the real issue. The bad stuff, there's always going to be the bad testing us and trying to make us see things in a negative way and focus on the violence and focus on that. Well, let's change it the other way around. Let's go on to that positivity. Let's use those aspects that we do have with the pig, wanting to be kind, wanting to be healthy, and let's tap into that, and let all the others using the bad aspects, because that's what they're doing. They're following the bad aspect. They're doing all these blow up, all these bombs, all this bad stuff when it is negative, and that's what they are doing. Let them, because soon when we will be forwards, these people will pay whatever they've done, okay? Because at one stage in August we are going to be moving forwards. Not only that, there's going to be some eclipses. I tell you what, there's going to be a lot of cleaning in a positive way at that time. So justice, if I can say so, will be done. Obviously it's not going to bring back the dead, that is for sure, and that is just the horrible part of it, because I am so against it. It's just, I mean, all this bombing has been done when they were in a place of prayer, and things like that. This is just absolutely horrible to do that, and to be even capable of doing that. It's just like that just, yeah. cannot comprehend that for sure. But anyway, just tap into the good, because at the end of the day, the good can win, love can win. That's how we are here on earth. We have been reproduced, most of us, by love and with love, and love at the end of the day is the answer, and to do positivity is the answer. So tap in that, tap in your well-being, improve yourself, improve your life, improve the products, improve everything that you can do all around for you, for your kids, for your grandchildren first, because it starts from us, and then after that it will expand. It will teach them how to look after this planet as well and to be positive. Do all these courses and all this research about yourself to improve yourself. Do some healing sessions. Have if you want to have a reading to know who you are, what is your purpose, where you are going, what are you for it. I'm also now, before we went Jupiter retrograde, I did talk about this big package. I still have some availability at a discounted price, because obviously that's where I'm going to go as well. I will go to one-to-many and doing less one-on-one, except those big packages where I want to do obviously the reading included, but also helping to change their lives, because not everyone can travel, not everyone can go to retreats. So in that case, I can do it that it is over exactly what we are doing now, over online, and looking after people and really making changes. Because I do a lot of readings. I say to people, you should be coming that, or you should be doing that, but there is sometimes a problem, or you could be successful doing that and that, but there's sometimes a problem by knowing it and actually achieving it. And I want to be there to achieve and to really make a difference, so take you from A to Z and really help you to do that. And I've got all the people necessary around, or I know enough now, people that can even help in that package if needed, that it is from cleaners, healers, business people that can help, or that it is from psychologists, anything that you need. I've got the people around that can be helping and working, and we can make it happen also obviously with the stars, and me driving you already all the way that I can do by myself, and showing you the way and how to make it happen in the concrete world, and making sure that you do own your house, that you are getting out of debts, that you can travel the world, that you can be happy, positive, having an impact and doing your purpose in this life. That I can really help you out with, because it's easy for me. Even if you had to start somewhere else, I came here with 2 babies in Australia, knowing no one except a couple of old friends, and that was it. So I can help you to build your life and to start. There's no problems. You can start at any time changing your life, but already from inside, start doing that from home. Do all these readings, all these books, take it easy, be gentle on yourselves, keep on working and look after people. Obviously, a lot of people are not going to be feeling so well with Jupiter retrograde. So if you are working in the industry to improve the health, please talk about it, promote about it, because a lot of people are also not feeling well lately because of Jupiter retrograde. So they need to know, and they can come and join here and have all this advice as well. Please do. It is all for free. It is all for you, and to help this planet and to help our children and our grandchildren. That's what I am absolutely devoted to, and that's what I do every day. So that's it. That's a lot, I know, much longer than usual, but I needed to say it because it's so important that we are in sync and that we are doing the right things at the right time. So this is it. Have a beautiful week. I will come at the end of this week. I've got some new things to say, and I want you guys to be ready for May. So I will jump a little bit earlier, probably around Saturday, to give you a lot of advices, so you'll be ready for the week after. So I'll do that during this weekend. Thank you for listening and watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao, ciao, bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.